Hello guys, today we're gonna learn fire compositing, which most of the beginner compositors are struggle with. So let's see what's in this tutorial. First we learn fire and asset mapping, and it's an important topic because each time your pre-made assets are not made for your shot. So for the manipulation of the assets, you need to check this out. On the second section, we learn fire glow. This topic is the main focus for the beginner compositors. You're going to learn how to add realistic procedural glow to your fire. Third section is about relighting your scene. This technique saves my work many times as a compositor. In this you're gonna learn how to create 2D light in your scene, where lighting is needed but you don't have on the set. Fourth and the last section is about adding atmospheric glow, haze and smoke to your scene. It's give you a finer realistic look. You can go any of this topic throughout this tutorial. For that I add timestamps in the description. So let's get started. Now here we have the footage. It's from pixels.com. You can download it from there. Link is in the description. First thing we do in this footage is tracking. You can also do 2D track, but I go with the 3D tracking because it's give me extra access to work with. Now let it do its thing. Our scene is not giving any depth information right now, but it's good to have a 3D track. Hey, it's done. Now you can clearly see our scene has no depth information, but I'm okay with that because it's almost a static shot, so yeah. Now I'm grabbing all the 3D points on the scene. Right click and create null and camera. Now we are ready for fire mapping. For fire mapping, I'm using Visual Effects Pro Master Bundle Pack. They have 16 to 17 different VFX assets in this pack with 2K and 4K format. I learned one thing in all these years, that quality matters. So if you want quality in your composition, then you can definitely go for visualeffectspro.com. Link is in the description. If you purchase this pack, you can get 15% off by entering my discount code EIA15. Okay, let's start fire mapping. Now I'm picking some assets from Forest Fire Volume 1. Right now I'm using 2K version of it because it's heavy to work with 4K and recording the video. Before fire compositing, we need to know how to map them correctly in the scene. Because sometimes you don't have the perfect asset for your scene, so you need to modify it according to the shot. Now you can see the fire comes with alpha, means transparency. But our fire not matching anywhere. So I need to match it in the window lining of the car. To do this, I'm using these two amazing tools in After Effects, which is Puppet Pin tool and Mesh Wrap. Let's apply Puppet Pin tool. This tool, it is in the left corner with the pin icon. With the selected footage and make points on the fire assets. It's like 2D rigging. But right now we can't create point on the footage because our footage comes with the alpha, which is good, but not for this case. To fix this issue, select the footage and apply solid composite effect. Now go to the settings and select black color. Then go to blending mode and select screen. Now if you apply puppet pin, you can set the points on the fire. Simply click it and move it. Now for the bend, set the point on the last point of the fire and bring it down. Make sure your fire layer is 3D. Now you can see the fire is lined up with the boundaries of the window. But I see the fire on the corner is not spread enough. So for the spreading of fire, we use Mesh Wrap. Now select the footage and apply Mesh Wrap effect. Now you can see it subdivides the plane into several parts, like a 3D mesh. Now you can move those cross-section points and spread the mesh as you like. You can use its handle also to bend the shape. But do note that it has its own limitations, so use it for minor changes. Otherwise you get artifacts. Right now I'm not gonna doing it perfectly to save the time, but you can spend more time on it and refine this fire to look real as possible. Right now I'm picking different fire assets from the different pack in master bundle. Preview them and see if it fits to your scene. Then pick them up, scale it, rotate it and apply a combination of mesh wrap and puppet pin tool. Right now I'm roughly mapping this fire as quickly as possible. For this video, thanks to Visual Effects Pro team to send me this amazing master pack to review and use it for this tutorial. You can get this pack and other amazing stuff on their website visualeffectspro.com, so definitely check out their website. They got some amazing stuff at affordable price. The link is in the description. After placing the fire, I rendered it as a separate pass because it's easy to work with a single file later on. Right now we are done with this mapping section. Next session is about fire glow, which is important for every compositor. In this comp, I imported a fire element which I rendered previously. I added more fire effects to fill the scene. As you can see, by soloing this element, you can see the proper outline of the car. Like a lot of the beginners make mistake like applying glow to the fire element and it's look bad, which is not good for visual effects. Now get rid of this glow effects. We are going to create our own glow from scratch. For that, we have to reduce the saturation of this fire. For a note, I am working in 32-bit channel. Let's give you the best result for the glow. So let's get started. First we apply tint effect to the fire asset. Change its amount up to 81%. Now we need to increase the fire highlights by applying curve effect. To affect the highlights, select the top point of the curve and move it left side. You can clearly see highlights are affected. Keep it subtle so that only the core can be affected. Now go to the red channel and bring up a little bit. You can see results on the viewport. Now go to the blue channel and bring it down a bit. You can see fire yellowish color is back. This is very useful technique if you want to change the tone of the fire later on. Now everything is set. We are ready to apply glow. Now go to the fire and apply glow effect. Now here are some important glow settings that you need to know. We are going to apply multiple glow effects, so this is the first one. For the glow threshold, reduce it up to 15%. And for the glow radius, bring that up to 122. For glow intensity, bring it down to 0.2. Set glow operation to screen. Change glow colors to A and B. Basically, it creates a gradient of two colors, which is A and B. B is for a darker color in your fire and A is for lighter one. The color of these is your personal preference. You can choose any fiery gradient as you like. For A, I choose a little bit of a yellowish tone. Keep adjusting those values until you get the right one. Now duplicate the glow effect by pressing Ctrl D or Command D. For glow 2, reduce the threshold around 11 or 12%. Now increase the radius way more than the previous one, around 500 to 600. For the intensity, You need to increase it up to 0.8 or 9. Now we are ready for the last glow effect. Duplicate the second glow again. For this, increase the growth threshold around 90 to 92% and the radius again more than previous one. Now the glow intensity is set around 0.1. You can also tweak the A and B colors of the glow. You can see the saturation at this point is pretty high. Real fire doesn't have that much saturation in it, so we have to reduce it. I use hue and saturation for this. You can go for lumetri color. It gives you more settings to play with. For now, I reduce the saturation a bit. Play the clip back and forth and adjust as you like. It's important too, it's visually appealing to your eyes. Now for the proper glow effect, I created a preset to work faster in your comps. To show you that, we need to turn off all the effects on the layer. By selecting the fire asset, I choose Fire Glow 2. After applying it, you can tweak the values for saturation and color. If you want this preset, then go to the description and download it from there. After downloading that, select the Fire Glow preset, copy it and go to your After Effects folder and paste it in the preset folder. After that, restart the After Effects and apply Fire Glow 2. Right now we are not done yet with the glow. We need to create atmospheric glow for this scene. But before that, have you noticed one thing? The car is made of shiny metal. So the contact point of the metal should be bright by reflecting the light. And also our environment is not properly lit up by the fire. So we need to recreate the lighting around the scene first. That leads to our next section, which is relighting the scene. You can create fake light with the curve, exposure or masking out the areas, but I'm not going to do that because I have one amazing technique for relighting the scene. So see you in the next session. As we know, this compositing needs relighting. To learn this relighting technique, we need to take a look at this example shot. In this comp, we have our footage and our fire asset. Now I apply my glow preset on that. For now, temporary, I'm going to off this layer. Now select the main footage and duplicate it by pressing Ctrl D and place over the fire asset. Our fire asset must be in between these two footage layers. I'm gonna name the top one as a matte. On top footage, I apply tint effect, then apply levels effect. Right now I'm doing mask selection by grayscale values. By crunching level pointers, we get our gradual selection. The visible white area is going to react it with our 2D light and black area get masked out. Tweak your level values according to your scene. Now go to the second layer and select Luma Matte and change its blending mode to linear dodge. Oh, you make sure unhide the fire footage. Now you can see our fire is only reacted to those areas where we want to by adjusting level effects on the top footage. But we don't want fire, we want light on the surface. For that, apply exposure effect on top of fire footage. Increase exposure value around 5 or 6. Then apply fast box blur, putting radius about 180 to 85 and iteration about 4. Check the repeat H pixel. Now you can see your 2D light is ready. It can lit anything onto our selection. This is the basic concept of relighting that you can apply on your relighting shots. Because we are using fire asset for relighting, it creates perfect light movements. You can see the light is interacting with the wall. Now back to our shot, we are doing the same thing in this. So I'm just quickly fast forward it. For lighting source, I use rendered fire element from the previous shot. Now pre-compose our light map. After that, mask it only those areas where you need the contact lighting. Feather it nicely. Right now I'm doing this with the rest of the shot. For the ground lighting, I choose a different asset from the pack. Scale it up and make it 3D. Then rotate towards the ground. Apply the same relighting technique to achieve the ground lighting. As you see, the interactive lighting is created. You can move this light anywhere as you want. By this technique, you can achieve amazing results on fire compositing. With this technique, you can also create light on the characters. This is also useful for creating fake muzzle flash light. That's it for this relighting session. You can see the huge difference between before and after the relighting. In the next section, we are looking forward to smoke and overall atmospheric light. Right now we want to create atmospheric haze kind of glow. For that, duplicate the rendered fire asset and then apply fast box blur. Increase its radius way up, iterations to 7, and check repeat H pixel. Now you can see the saturation of this thing is too much, so we need to down a bit. The look and the color of the fire is totally up to you. You can reduce the overall glow by reducing the opacity value. It's always a good idea to look before and after of your changes. Now we need to add smokes to our scene. For that, I am using Visual Effects Pro Smoke Bundle. According to the scene and fire composition, we need more of a spreaded looking smoke. So it's a long process to try out different smoke elements and arrange them according to your scene. So basically, I already did that. I choose and place smoke elements into the scene. Up to this point in this tutorial, you know how to place them. You can see how I mask them accordingly. After masking them, give them a good feather to blend in the scene. I also give a tint effect on the smoke to have that fiery color on it. Just give it a slight orange. Keep adjusting things until you're happy with the result. To sell out fire effects, you need embers. For that also I use Visual Effects Pro Ember Pack. Choose according to your shot and place them into your fire. Change his blending mode to screen and place it into right positions. Now that's it for this video. I know it's a big tutorial, but I try to cover each and every topic about fire compositing so that you can find it on one place. So if you like or learn anything from this video, so be sure to comment down below. It gives me a hope and motivation to make videos like this. If you believe I help you with your skills in any way, so So please subscribe to my channel or share this video to the needed ones. Till then, be safe, be healthy, and be awesome.